Helmut Marko, the big boss at Red Bull Racing, just dropped a major bombshell about Carlos Sainz. It seems like Sainz might be packing his bags for Audi real soon. Want to know all the juicy details behind this shocking revelation? Well, stick around because we're diving deep into this video today to uncover all the latest scoop of F1. Dr. Helmut Marko, a Red Bull advisor, thinks Carlos Sainz should make a decision about joining Audi for Formula One soon. Sainz has been linked with Audi for some time, but news that Lewis Hamilton will join Ferrari in 2025 has stirred things up. The grid has remained unchanged from the end of 2023 to the start of this season, a first in F1 history. But Hamilton's move to Ferrari has shaken up the driver market. With many drivers' contracts ending this year, there's a lot of speculation about who will go where, even though many races are still left this season. In my opinion, the transfer rumors starting so early in April are because of a few reasons, Marko told Speedweek. He thinks Hamilton's move to Ferrari is the main reason for the early start to the silly season. "We do not take part in these games." Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko sees Sainz as a hot commodity in the driver market. Despite being dropped by Ferrari, Sainz has been making waves and catching the attention of many teams. Marko thinks that Audi, in particular, is eager to secure Sainz for their Formula One project. However, they might not wait around forever for him to make up his mind. Marko hinted, if the rumors in the paddock are true, Audi is eager for Carlos Sainz to make a decision very soon. Despite a setback with appendicitis causing him to miss the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Sainz has been performing well. He's only 4 points behind his teammate, Charles Leclerc, in the drivers' standings. Sainz has outperformed Leclerc on track in 3 races they've competed in together. This includes a race win and 2 other podium finishes. Carlos Sainz has several potential options for his next move in Formula One. One possibility is taking Lewis Hamilton's seat at Mercedes, which will soon be vacant. Other teams interested in Sainz include Aston Martin and Red Bull Racing. Helmut Marko from Red Bull thinks Aston Martin is exploring many paths for its driver lineup. However, he made it clear that Red Bull isn't getting involved in the rumors and speculations surrounding drivers. Marko emphasized, "Aston Martin is also exploring various options, but we're not participating in these discussions. We won't know what Red Bull Racing's plans are until the middle of the season." Sainz's future. Carlos Sainz's future in Formula One has become a hot topic. Despite his strong performances this season, including winning the Australian Grand Prix, there's a chance he might not have a race seat in 2025. This possibility surprises many, especially considering Sainz consistently performs better than his teammate, Charles Leclerc. Leclerc hasn't managed to beat Sainz in a race this season. Adding to the intrigue is Lewis Hamilton's tough start to the season. Hamilton is set to take Sainz's seat at Ferrari next year. However, Hamilton has been struggling, facing the worst start to a season in his entire career. This has led to questions about whether Ferrari made the right decision in dropping Sainz. Carlos Sainz's agent says Carlos Jr. will follow the same. As 2026 draws near, Audi is gearing up to enter Formula One. They'll be part of the new engine and chassis regulations with the stake F1 team in just 2 years. Audi boasts victories across various motorsport categories like Formula E, WEC, and Rally. Audi has its eyes set on winning the F1 championship. Currently, Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu are the main drivers. However, their contracts expire this year, and with 12 other drivers on the market, their seats aren't guaranteed. In 2023, Alfa Romeo struggled, finishing 9th in the constructor standings with 16 points. Bottas contributed 10 points and Zhou scored 6. Bottas, nearing 35, doesn't seem to perform at his peak anymore. Entering his 3rd F1 season, Zhou seems to hold his place mainly due to sponsorship. As Audi gears up for Formula One, they're eyeing potential drivers. Nico Hülkenberg wants to join a German team. Esteban Ocon's name has also come up, but Audi's top choice is Carlos Sainz. Despite his Ferrari ties, his dad confirms their talks. Sainz Sr. praises Audi's commitment, knowing they take projects seriously. He believes Audi will excel in F1 and respects their approach. "Audi is always a guarantee of success. I know how seriously they take every project. We all know that Formula One is a special world, and I greatly respect Audi," he says. Sainz Sr. acknowledges Audi's track record, hinting at potential success. He further said, "I know very well what the famous German mentality means in practice, both the good sides and the not-so-good sides, but we must just have a lot of respect for the Volkswagen Group, with Audi being part of it. I think it's only a matter of time before they succeed in F1. I don't have a crystal ball, but when Audi decided to enter F1, they already inspired a lot of respect in me. Of course, it makes sense for Carlos to talk about what Audi can achieve, especially since I am a member of the Audi family," concludes the latest Dakar winner. Audi just snagged their debut Dakar win with Carlos Sainz Sr. Now there's chatter that his son, the Ferrari driver, might mirror his dad's success. He could be Audi's first victor in a different motorsport category. On the other hand, Chandhok urges caution for Sainz. F1 pundit Karun Chandhok has raised concerns about whether this would be a smart move for Sainz. On the latest Sky Sports F1 podcast, Chandhok shared his views on Sainz's situation and the idea of taking a break from racing. "We've seen drivers take a year out because they didn't get the seat they wanted, but they were the ones who had already won their championships and had nothing to prove," he said. Alain Prost, Niki Lauda and Nigel Mansell, they went off to do other things, or, in Prost's case, he took a year out, signed his contract early with Williams, knew he was going to come back and win a championship. In Carlos's case, he's at a different stage of his life, a different stage of his career. He's yet to get that championship run, that chance to challenge for the championship, let alone win one. So, I think it's not something he'd be looking at doing at this stage of his life. Audi got tremendous funding and backing and has poured a lot of money into this project already and will continue to do so. F1 is tough. If you arrive in 26, I'd say it's at least 3 seasons before you start to really start punching at the sharp end. For Carlos, he'll be 30 next year. Does he want to spend his prime building a project which may or may not pay dividends? Probably not. Red Bull's strategic move amidst Sainz's and Audi's deal. The current dynamics in the Formula One landscape are captivating, with Red Bull Racing's Helmut Marko shedding light on the intricate negotiations shaping their future lineup. Carlos Sainz Jr., enjoying a stellar season, is caught in a tug-of-war between Red Bull and Audi. In a candid interview with Kleine Zeitung, Marko revealed the complexities of contract talks with Sainz. He acknowledged Sainz's impressive performance in Formula One, but noted Audi's tempting offer, which Red Bull cannot match. He said, "We are talking to him. He is having his best season in Formula One, but he has a very lucrative offer from Audi, and we cannot match or beat that." Despite this, Marko emphasized the strong bond between Red Bull's current stars, Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen. "Checo is doing really well this season," says Marko. "If he can keep up these performances, especially like qualifying in Japan, then he is definitely the best option for Red Bull in 2025. It's a big deal because Perez is changing his style to be more like Verstappen's, making the team more balanced. Sainz used to race with Verstappen back in Toro Rosso." Marko says, "We remember him from his time at Toro Rosso when he drove alongside Max. However, it hurt him a lot that at Red Bull we chose Verstappen and not him." This might affect how Sainz sees his future with all the contract talks going on. Red Bull is like a skilled chess player as it makes these important decisions. Whatever they choose will affect the 2025 season and even beyond. There's an offer from Audi, and Perez wants to stay, so the talks are really important right now. It shows how intense and ever-changing Formula One's driver market can be. So what do you think of the major bombshell by Marko and others about Sainz's move to Audi? Comment below and subscribe for more.